We've been studying Paul McGee's book, and I did encourage those who want to study the book with me can join me on the Soul webpage. And I was thinking, not everybody has a copy of that book. And instead of me just taking it out the way I understand it, I decided maybe I should just follow the chapters as they're laid out, pick out a few of the things that I'm able to talk about, so that you can also have an understanding of what Paul was writing instead of just me summarizing what he's written about. So on the introductory part, which I have blogged on the Soul web page, just in summary, he starts by taking us back into the days when we had vaccines. Most of the parts of the world, and even where I come from, originally from Kenya, we have childhood vaccinations. And he was taking us back there, thinking if we all would go and be given a jab that would give us a boost of self-confidence, or something that will protect us against rejection, against negative impacts on our lives, against lack of belief in ourselves, anything that brings a disappointment in our life. If there was a vaccine like that, most of us would go for it. Paul McGee would go for it. You could be looking for ways to get it, and maybe we could be looking for boosters or boosts along the paths of life, because in life we get to that point where we lack confidence, and even if we are confident in one thing, we may not be confident in another thing. Maybe we would like to do the other thing, but we may not have the confidence to do that other thing. So Paul starts with that and say, yes, we do agree, we all need a boost of self-confidence in some way. Now, he says, life is not easy, and you and I know that, yes, life is complex, and without little challenges in life, we would not be able to see the goodness of life. That's what I believe. When we are faced with challenges, then we face them and overcome them, and then that's how life becomes exciting. Life is not easy, and confidence also is not easy. It's something we develop over time. It's just like growth and development. It takes time to develop. Unfortunately, it takes a small moment to crush our confidence. A small event in life is able to crush that confidence that we've taken time to build. Yet, we still need confidence to move on. Now, how do we build our confidence? How do we get to develop our confidence? We get to develop our confidence by making small changes every day, and that's what Paul is saying. Like this morning when I was in bed, I decided to come out of bed, and I decided I'm going to do this recording just as it is. However, I was feeling then that the videos may not be as perfect, and maybe I wouldn't be able to talk to you. And I was feeling, will I be able to edit these videos? Will I be able to post these videos? Will I be able to appear nice on the videos? So all these things again were going through my mind, and I was almost saying, I'm just gonna write a blog. I will just write a blog, and I won't bother about discussing the book. I would bother showing my face because I didn't think it will come out okay. Sometimes it's too bright because of the lights, and sometimes it's too dark and I don't know exactly how the images will appear. So I was still battling with myself. So confidence takes time to build. Confidence requires that we take a step and we make those small changes. And in so doing, those small changes can move us from one level to the next one. The confidence that we have at that instant can help us to achieve what needs to be achieved at that moment. It can help us to meet the goals, even if it's just short-term goals. And with time, goal by goal, we can be able to meet the ultimate goal that was our plan in the first stage. So we need to be able to build confidence and not just rely on the things that we've been told. As Paul was teaching, he came up with this story of one of the guys he met, a guy called Kevin, And Kevin was saying, if I had a teacher like Paul, maybe I would have gone far. I would be an astronaut. Now, Kevin was tied down by the methods or by the strategies, by the type of life he led. So sometimes it's good to break those barriers and to break those conformities that we have in our minds, and then become transformed by crossing over and starting to do it for ourselves before we can do it for anybody else. So it's important that you and I start building our confidence by doing small things. We can listen to people like Paul, you can listen to me, but apart from just listening, it's important that you arise from your situation and do something. So if there's one particular thing you've always wanted to do and you feel like you don't have the confidence to do it, I would encourage you that you go ahead and try. Like Joyce Meyer says, do it afraid. Just go ahead and try and do that thing you fear most, as long as it's something that adds value to you and it adds value to someone else. And then in so doing, you will be able to succeed. If it's your business, if it's in your relationship, if it's in your career, if it's in that thing that you know for sure that that thing will add some value in your life and some value in someone else's life. So go ahead, just like me, move on, do something, go ahead and just face that challenge and do it even with the fear still there, and you'll be surprised the outcome. Don't forget to leave a comment or ask a question at the bottom here, because it will help me to be able to support you better and to understand what it is that we need to do. So please leave a comment, ask a question, and remember to follow me on Soul as we discuss Paul McGee's book. Thank you, and you're welcome.